Philosopher A.D. Jones. Hey,
Jack Floss TV.
the new agenda. I need you to pay attention right now, or not. So, you see, they've brought a lot of quote unquote, or the hottest topic, or they brought people they can quote unquote labeling Haitians here. Okay? Notice I said quote unquote, they're labeling Haitians. There are some real Haitians that speak Creole. There are some real Haitians they got and they brought here. Did they get them from Haiti? That's a question. Or they say they came here, or did they go get them and bring them here? Whoever they is, I don't know. This is for education purposes only. Nothing that I say is true. But I'm starting to see a pattern. And I don't need you to do anything, but if you follow the pattern, things are not happenstance pretty much in society. It's like it can happen, but on the massive level of assisting, it's not happenstance. It's always something attached. That's behavior. There's always an antecedent to a behavior. The consequences is how you reward or punish the antecedent that caused the behavior. You want to extinguish the antecedent. What is he talking about? This is what I'm telling you. The antecedent in this case would be the bringing of the Haitian people. They could have already been here. They could have already been in the state that was here. They just bust them up or whatever. But they needed, why that particular race, or why that particular origin of people? Why? Like, why? It's because of, or possibly because of, or I'm going to hypothesize. So this is an educated guess. This does not make it true. Okay? You formulate your own mental capacity of what you may think. This might not be true. But why would you bring the Haitian people to places they haven't been and spread them out and bust them and drop them? In order to do that, you must have had to study the people to understand their origins, and would it be gainful or ungainful to allow them or to assist them with their coming. No, did he? Would assist them with their coming, quote unquote, to America. Coming to America. That's funny. Not talking about the movie. But the common denominator in majority of Haitians, it is documented and known that they study voodoo, they study witchcraft, and they beat their slave masters. Right? That's history. That's historical. They won a war. That's why they still, quote unquote, independent. They won a war. So, if you're bringing a bunch of people whose religion is voodoo or witchcraft, you now have a new target group. You now have a new target religion. You now have a new target, something you want to extinguish. Just like when people who study different religions other than, I'm going to say it, Christianity. I grew up Christianity. I went to Catholic school and I did all of that, so I could speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Christian, all that. You know what I'm saying? First Holy Communion did that. You know what I'm saying? So I could speak on it. Being a Christian and being the other religion is two totally different religions. Henceforth, you're going to have two totally different differences of opinion, which can cause conflict, which whoever has the most power in the country is going to have the influence in the conflict until it's profitable. A lot of individuals that study that other religion that was in the way of profitability have been extinguished. Or they fell on something or something happened. Well, it riled up individuals or riled up people to be against that religion? Well, first of all, let me say this. According to the Constitution and according to quote unquote the politics here, you can be, and don't forget, well, I can't tell you what to do. I remember that you can be any religion that you want. Especially in business, you're not allowed to discriminate. If you hold a certain type of office, if you hold a certain type of license, such as a lawyer, doctor, things of that nature, you have an police officer, you're literally not allowed to discriminate. In some cases, it's a statute or a statute, which is not law. So a law and a statute are two totally different things. So they have what they call hate crimes. They passed law legislation for that. But that legislation wasn't for the melanated, quote unquote. It was mainly for the individuals of a different sexual orientation that you can't hate on them, which empowers them. Hypothesis. Well, in this case, what is trying to gain traction is to have a coy or a ploy or something negative against people that practices voodoo or witchcraft. Guess what? In America, you have freedom of religion. So you can have an opinion all day long about how you would not want to live next to a person that practices this. How do you know what other individuals practice? Your neighbors ain't telling you everything they do. They're not telling you what they watching. They're not telling you what they eating. Especially if you're affluent, you wouldn't want somebody practicing voodoo living next to you, but you would pay good money to go to their country and be in their hotels and sleep next to them. And you will literally try to go there and convert them, but you don't want to live next door to them. That sounds very prejudiced. That sounds very bigoted. It sounds like you want to use those people or anybody that practices different cultures for your economical gain or your dopamine gain, but you wouldn't want to live next to them. Well, they probably won't want to live next to you, but in some cases they forced to. What am I saying? What I'm saying is this. Keep in mind that in America you have freedom of religion. You do not have to, but well, I ain't telling you what to do. I remember in America that we, the people, all people, not just melanated, all people have the freedom of whatever type of religion they want to believe in. They have the freedom of whatever type of religion that they want to practice. You don't have to adhere to your neighbor's religion. So when they start spewing this up, they're going to try to attack people that study voodoo, witchcraft. They see the tarot cards. Tarot cards is not witchcraft, so that's going to get shut down. If you do the origins of tarot cards, that's not witchcraft. That's not. Aleister Crowley, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so matter of fact, if you're doing that, then you got to lump in Satanism. Because Satanism is witchcraft. It's the origins of that place out west. That's the origin of their practice. So a lot of you that say you don't want to live next to somebody that practice voodoo or witchcraft, you live in LA. You live out there. You live in Baphomet land. I'm not saying the whole land is Baphomet, but do the research, is known what they practice. So that's a contradictory statement. If you're from a certain type of religion like a lodge or anything of that nature, they have certain type of voodoo or satanic or the origins of those religions in their doctrine. You have a pyramid on the back of the dollar. Some people say that's witchcraft, but it's on the tender. So you wouldn't want to live next to somebody that's studying that, but you will spend the currency with the evidence of that on there. Do the research. This is not me talking. Do your own research of the origins of how people view things outside of Christianity. I mastered Christianity. I taught Bible study. I taught preachers. So I understand it, the religion aspect and the spiritual aspect of it. Went to private school, kept all that my whole life, so I know it. The point. The point is, watch out for them attacking what you believe in. Stand up. I ain't telling you to do nothing. It would be wise if you be grounded in whatever you believe in, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. Be grounded in that. And don't let just because somebody else, I can't say that. It wouldn't be wise to allow somebody else to change your opinion based on what they would and would not like to do. Because what they would and would not like to do has nothing to do with how you believe. It's how they believe. Let them change their religion. If they don't like living next to somebody that practice how you practice, tell their ass to move. Put a sign up. You don't like how I practice, move. You don't got to move. You a landowner just like them. You in an apartment with a lease just like them. If they don't like it, move. You don't care, so you going to thrive. You don't care. You literally living and having fun. Everybody's not the same. Everybody don't listen to the same music. Everybody don't go to the same church. Okay, what if Pentecostals start warning against, I don't want to live next to a Baptist. I don't want to live next to, I'm speaking on it because I grew up with them type of religions. Focus. No discrimination on how you believe. Till next time, philosopher A.D. Jones, the God Creator. It's your choice, not mine, to tell you.